Look at that. Just look. Jeepers creepers. Oh, look, Barry. Barry.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
But that medic, not like a scholar at all.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well... hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for?
Fascinating, really. But if I... medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get caught in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, Richard. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy her too, eh?
Sorry, none of your business.
Come on. There's some kind of secret. You embarrassed? She's quite fetching, and you're, well, none too handsome, but a witcher. Lasses like your type. Come now, fess up, you fancy...
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Me got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong... with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you, in Redania's glorious name.
Serving the Redania.
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kaedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt. Proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened to practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed. Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. A man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Met him a while back in White Orchard. At the time, he claimed he dealt in mirrors.
Mirrors. Buy one from him that grants your wishes?
Something like that. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. His brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. Risky and involves higher magic.
Odim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this. Concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer, too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. This.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everett? In my third year at Oxenfurt, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estican, Von Everett. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
Help me! Help me! Ow!
Sod off.
Go, go.
Spare a copper or two. Mark of a dangerous guild you wear.
Crawl back under you.
Long live
Beware, freak.
Let's go. Slower. Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
That's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the Academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed. So took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries. Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum. Wraiths. Last of the surprises? Sure hope so. Should look around. Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother. shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everek, son of Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room. What? Lost your nerve? Life and death, fire and blood. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire. Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestetis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again. Death! Death to you! Kill him, von Everec!
For Olgierd's blood.
You die here, vagrants!
Come on, come closer.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Everecs, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd. Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is. Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We von Everecs have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, but not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut, and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1. We were overwhelmed. They killed me. Crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, it feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and... What the blistering devils?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Dunno. One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd. I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes. Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Have you gone mad?
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Sorry about that, Shani. That wasn't me.
So who was it?
Me.
Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
Sorry, wasn't talking to you.
Who to then?
Well, to him. To Vladimir.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
What if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid!
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kiss else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart from Geralt.
My sentiments exactly. Between you and me, this Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin. With me, you shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then... the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rot in another's garden. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward! I'll be right behind you.
Keep your paws off her.
This whole witch's... Those signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your Witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters.
Hey-ya!
Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts. Giddy up.
I remember that mill. Whenever Oldbeard and I got up to mischief...
That's it, Roach.
We'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
We need to wait.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Behold, wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Mean to go in, wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made. Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding. And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
You see? Geralt's been a pill, a nag. That all changes today.
Dramatically, I'd say. He's never been very talkative to start with.
He's been a fool, but I shall make up for that now. Will you marry me?
A big step, but I will think about it. For now, we should simply enjoy my friend's wedding. May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick! I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
I can't make him do anything. All that nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
We'll talk later. Let's go to this wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this'll be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight, that's our deal. Then there's the capping, then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way, my strawberry. Ah, hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear Rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
I shan't stray a step from your side.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn. My dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto. I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you, as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start. Aldona seems a curious choice for a bride. Did she come with a hefty dowry?
I assure you, Witcher, my choice had naught to do with coin.
Jonas' family is far better off than mine. They're a textile manufacturer.
It took a lot of convincing to get Mother to agree to our, as some would have it, mesalliance.
You never told me. Whatever happened to fortune is of no import to me and my family.
It isn't. Jonas told me the same. That your background doesn't bother him.
Never does. Not at love's first blossoming. But give it time. 5 years and you'll find few things that don't bother you.
I'm beginning to find what you say bothersome. I don't know where you're from, but in these parts it is rude to insult newlyweds at a wedding.
Insult? I'm merely warning you. Know a thing or two about life, you see.
Geralt and his jests. He has a strange sense of humor.
Very strange, I'd say.
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why, thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
Mean you don't approve of my wife's choice?
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
Well, rein it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so testy, friend? Have I insulted you? Merely told your wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
We've chewed the fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
He arrived, that's certain. Saw himself.
Until they're in spare chaser from vodka.
Hey there, Anderson. Drink to us.
Yay.
Don't make us big. We're toasting the newlyweds. Drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shani, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, White Wolf.
What? What's got into him acting so high and mighty?
Yes? What do you want, Geralt? Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh, scope, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear. Diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
That'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers. We'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groomshound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon. Ate his fill of food, not fire. Then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horrid demon saw him and started barking like...
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sent something awry. Perhaps that the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
If I feared, it would have fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it...
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Oh, mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers That is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher, though.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the Fire Eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Judging by its house, Demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these. Look! Munchkin's playing cards.
What's taking you so long?
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot?
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with one foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it.
We'll poke you, pop.
What's all the... Never... And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged. Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come. Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you. Observe, Shani.
My eyes are glued.
lucky that pond sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out? I believe I've earned a kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh, well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
It's no insult. It's the truth. He's a midget.
Like I said, that's an insult.
Would you call your chum a giant?
Shut up. You playing or not?
Let us play, gentlefolk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
Normally we play that the loser's got to wear the ass ears.
I needn't care. I shan't lose.
You lose, Witcher. Hand over the wager. Everything.
Perhaps we could reach an arrangement?
No weaseling out of this. Hand over the coin!
What do we do now?
Feel good losing somebody else's coin?
I meant to win, give you the coin. I've no need for it in the grave.
But you lost, so now I've got to pay up.
I say, he talking to himself. Roaring drunk already, that's it.
We can't fleece a drunk. Have him don the cap and we'll call it even.
Just a minute. Bloke needs a lesson. I say he dons the cap and gives us 5% of the coin he has.
Hear that? Agreed. 5% is yours.
Hear the
rogues, exactly.
I hear that. It me.
And what's that?
I will. Oh. My kind of today. At that, come The.
Who said?
I do.
I do.
Oh, I'd glad. Seems. I.
We.
What do you? What for?
Because I
can't.
Really?
At any rate.
I see.
Happen to see.
Yes.
Gone to. Yeah. like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Chain off the wall. Something wild. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. A bone not so clean I've only ever seen two like this. One in an ant-hill, yes. The other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week.
You must have a what? Yes? Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Branch shan't be long now. If one too heavy sought to scamper up this tree. No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This Witcher work suits me swimmingly. Missing man, missing mutt.
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Sit.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Roll over.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding. Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing a hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster! A demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
This may be my only chance to ask. Your fire-guzzling trickery, how does it work?
Oh, they toss me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice. In half a year's time, you'd learn.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk together. We're practically brothers.
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing boars, bears, or bloodthirsty fawns. So choose wisely.
This here's assault. He's suppressing the arts.
Out with it.
I got a special mixture I drink before every show. After that, I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't burn nothing.
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Now, you're gonna forget everything you've seen, said, and heard in the woods.
Wouldn't a smack upside the head help the matter? Put the cheating coward back in his place.
No need. You'll go back to the wedding and show everybody your tricks.
Your charlatan's tricks.
Yes, sir. I'll do as you say.
Coming or not?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
To the wedding, then. Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there. Keep calm. Stay close.
I shan't stray a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods. Gads! Bear!
There. That. As much as you call a tentpole. Hide, you blind fool.
It's me!
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Indeed you are not, Master. Believe I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound. The missing fire blower is missing no more. It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Seems to be in a muddle of sorts. Got as much life in him as a carrot.
Might have eaten some nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please. I invite all to witness a spectacle unrivaled. A man so bold as to eat fire!
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down.
treat for our special guests, the Witcher Geralt and his enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Oh, you're rather good at this.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but
Call it idle curiosity, but how many have you had?
many. And not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all. Though none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Not sure I do.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I'd had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask. Shani, may I kiss you?
You're incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drunk.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just me.
Probably I'd have done what he did. Still like to.
Then why don't you? Well, answer me.
Thing is, normal folk don't act like Vladimir von Everec.
Because they are churls.
Don't be too hard on him. All in all, he's actually rather fun.
Ha! See that? I'm fun. And you've got a pipe so far up your ass, you can't wear hats.
Happened to see the man who announced your song?
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised. Who is he?
Gaunter O'Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped it on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away. Come, let's do something wild. If I may, Shawnee, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never may they sail many a fair, and reap gobs of coin.
Pouring over themselves to catch a painted pig. So we go.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned King of the Swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? The king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's King of the Swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain! Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Sounds like damned foolish nonsense. But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen. Let the Witcher give it a run.
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shawnee. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, baby. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
The night is young. Come, let's do something wild.
Perhaps you'd care to sit down to some Gwent with us?
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insolence.
It's no
Like I...
Would you
shut...
Let up.
What?
Everything. You shall. Many.
Normally...
I needn't. your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the...
What's...
Lads are...
And the...
No!
King...
No court.
You mentioned...
For sure.
Sounds...
We beat... Get that cripple...
Shame there's no painter here. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my movements, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, Piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you. You see that, Shani? One big pen. Foolish peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch. Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shani? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs to muck. You were a joy to watch.
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl. That's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course. But still, yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everec does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Did it hurt terribly, my sweet?
What?
When you fell from the heavens?
Why, Sarah.
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Lesky, step away from the man.
The devils are you.
We're the Mrs. Brothers, and we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you going to do there? Talk some more?
Naturally. We would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself, just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everec of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
That does it! Ah! Hey-ya!
Show us what you got.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice. Fence boards. The perfect weapon for sweaty-assed swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job, you ploughing gentlefolk.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from an boar. And with a maiden watching. Had enough, peasant spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everec, a witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
A hazard of the trade, my love. I'm clearly a bit out of practice. But point out the next young miss, and I will gladly prove I...
You've proven everything amply. Let's just have fun, all right? After all, you haven't much time left.
Fine. I suppose you're right. Come then. So good to shake the kings from my first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found, his ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher. Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken for another.
Not at all. I like my women. As I like my peaches, fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that.
So I'd have been took the order of the criminals. Punished him with the tails.
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never clip. May they sire many a bear and reap gobs of coin.
If I may, Shawnee, I'd show you how I cut a jig, nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
Look there, Shawnee. The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Then let us scamper.
But how so? Just like that?
There aren't that many. Let's see.
Just like that.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse about.
Well, when it comes right down to it.
Yes?
You see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
What's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever give a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right. To just take you and... well...
just that. Romantically.
Gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it, that you sniff it, stroke it over. Time. Time is the key. Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The colour suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everec?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot you or lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it, I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shani, I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies, not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly...
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the cap.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
There's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farmhands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had 1 or 2 groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles, am I right? But this day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung...
Maria's peasant superstition has it.
It's past midnight. Time for you to go.
Please.
Stay out of this.
You with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Gods, what is this?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. Looking at each other, and it just so happens, I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Eldol.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits. A sip of something strong never hurt anyone.
Place my hope in the eternal fire. Shit!
Life's a bitch. Your finger round the yard. Looked like it would rain, and here it is.
She used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up? Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shani.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the Garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, Could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off-key.
Let's go for a walk.
Good idea. Did you enjoy the wedding?
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had